Look at this aloe plant that I have nursed back to life. This was so sad when I first got it from my mom, and look at how happy it is now. I'm going to have to name this aloe plant eventually. All right, good morning, everybody. Today is November 2nd, the second day of Nanowrimo, and I wanted to check in and let you know kind of how I'm feeling and where I'm sitting before I start writing for today. But first, let's go and grab some tea. This has been my favorite tea lately. So I do a mixture of peppermint leaf and gunpowder green tea, and it's really delicious. Alrighty, so it is 10:45 on Friday. Greg went and did pet sitting this morning, so I got to stay home and I am about to start writing. But I wanted to kind of touch base with you about how yesterday went. I think I already told you what my final word count was, 5,056 or something like that. I'm gonna pull it up on my laptop here now and tell you how I did during the sprints. I was really upset yesterday because of some stuff that went on with Ingram Spark, but I woke up this morning and found that everything had been resolved, so I am feeling so much better about it. It's like along the way, with whatever you're doing in life, but for me it's with Ingram Spark and publishing right now, you make a mistake and then you learn how to fix it and then you learn how to not make that mistake again. So that's kind of the process that I've been going through. It sucks to make mistakes, but after you've made them, at least you don't ever make them again. All right, so last night we did 4 word sprints on the live stream on my channel. The first word sprint, I got 563 words. The second word sprint, I got 582. Third word sprint, I was slowing down, I got 398. And then the fourth word sprint, which was the longest at 30 minutes, I really pushed hard and I got 1,423 in half an hour. So that's fantastic. Hi, Mew. So let's tally all of these up and see exactly how much I wrote last night. So in total last night, I wrote 2,966 words during the live stream. So that was amazing. I'm really happy with that. So I'm sitting at 5,076 words at the start of day 2. Mew's going a little bit crazy back there. See her on the chair. So my goal for the day is going to be, maybe 3,000 words for the day. That would still be fantastic. That's almost 2 days worth. Because I'm just trying to get ahead, because right now my pet sitting is slow and Greg is able to really help me with it. But come the whole week of Thanksgiving, we are slammed with pet care. So it's going to be much more difficult for me to get the words in. So I'm going to try to get ahead if I can today. I want to hit at least, I'm going to say 3,000 words. So that would put me at 8,076 words via NaNoWriMo. So I am going to, first I need to turn that sound off so that I can get to work. But I'm going to sip on some tea, get into my writing, maybe read a little bit of what I wrote last night during that last word sprint, because I was really pushing myself. So I need to read back over it, see what I was writing, and then I can start building off of it. But it's 10:50, so let's say that by, so many messages, cool. So let's say that by 11:30, so that gives me 40 minutes, I want to have written 1,000 words. All right, let's dive in. Whew, okay, so it is officially 11:30. I've been listening to this ambient mixer. It's the Gryffindor Common Room. I am a Gryffindor, if you didn't already know, but this is something that Brooke Passmore showed me, and it has been so nice and relaxing while I've been writing. So let's go ahead and count up how many words I wrote for this sprint. Super close. I got really close. I wrote 988 words. So let's write that down. 988. So I'd say that's really, really good, especially because I wanted to write for 40 minutes, but Greg called me and we chatted for like 10 minutes. So I started at 11 o'clock, I ended at 11:30, and I wrote 988 words. So that's really good so far. Green tea with peppermint. I think I want to add more peppermint to it because the gunpowder green tea is really strong. So I typically like to just do a little bit of that and then a lot of peppermint. And this is mostly gunpowder green, so I need to add some peppermint to it. But the scene I'm writing has been really nice and really calming because it was a scene with Charlotte, and it was her in the fairy world interacting with some of the characters from Song of the Dryad. And it's comforting because I know these characters. And because I've never written a sequel or a companion novel before, I didn't know what this would feel like, but it feels so good because when I write scenes with new characters that I don't know yet, it's so much harder because I don't know what's in their mind. Like, I don't know who they are yet. But I know who Charlotte is, and I know who these other characters are, so it's very comforting to be writing scenes with them. So I think what I'm going to do now is I need to get a bite to eat. I'm pretty hungry. So I think I'm going to heat up some of my dinner from last night and then write a little bit more, and then I do need to leave here in about half an hour to go do some pet sitting. And then I can finish up writing when I come home. So I'm going to work a little bit more on this scene. I'm not going to do a sprint or like count up all the words or anything. But I do want to hit, at least 1,000 words. Granted, that's only 12 more words that I need to write. So I'll probably write for another 5 or 10 minutes, add all that up, update my Nanowrimo site, and then have some lunch before it's time to go pet sit. So I will likely be checking back in with you once I'm back from my pet sitting and see how many more words I can write today. So I'll see you in a little bit. Bye. Okay, I look a little messy, but that's okay. All right, hi friends, I am back. It is 4:30 in the afternoon / early evening now. I am sitting at about 1,300 words for the day. And like I said earlier, my goal for today is 3,000, so I'm almost halfway there. So I did my pet sitting for the day. I had another bite to eat, like an early dinner, and played Red Dead Redemption for like an hour and a half. So now I'm taking a break from Red Dead Redemption to write some more words. So I'm going to turn on my little like Hogwarts common room ambient mixer and write some words and see what I can accomplish. So what I'm going to do is just ease back into it, kind of read over what I was writing earlier this afternoon, and then I'll probably do a word sprint or two to make sure that I hit my word count goal. Let's get started. Mew is my little writing buddy. I love her. Mew mew. Psst, psst, psst. I love you, my friend. What are you doing back there? Are you just hanging out? All right, friends, it is much darker in here now. I feel like I last updated you around like 4:30, I think, and now it is 6:15. It's just a few minutes until 6:15. So I've been working for almost 2 hours, and I just finished writing for the night. Today I wrote 3,049 words. So my goal was 3,000. I absolutely achieved that, and my total word count is sitting at 8,125. So I'm doing quite well. I feel like this is the best that I've ever done so far at NaNoWriMo. Usually my first day is around 3,000 words, and then from there I slowly start to struggle even more. So right now it's going really, really well, and I think that that's because of two things. Number one is this is a sequel / companion novel. Seems to be turning into more of a sequel, actually. Oh, scam. I get scam calling me all the time. I need to block those numbers. So one being that it's like a sequel / companion novel, mostly turning into a sequel. I thought it was going to be a companion novel, but now it's definitely turning more into a continuation of where Song of the Dryad left off. So that's what it is right now, and because of that, I know these characters, I know the world, I certainly have more world building to do, and more character development as I meet these new characters that I'm introducing. I even have a new main character that I'm working on developing right now. And she is very different from Charlotte, so it's been fun to explore that different personality. But I think that's the first reason why it's been pretty smooth sailing, and the second reason why I think is because I have been using this book, Save the Cat Writes novel, to plot out all of the major beats in my story. And I have not plotted all of them yet. You know, in my head and in my Preptober workbook, I already have written down like a general arc of the story and how I want it to end and stuff like that, but I've only actually used this book to plot up through the midpoint, so 50% of the way through the novel. And I am expecting this novel to be about 100,000 words, potentially longer, because Song of the Dryad is about 105K, I think, but this book and this story feels like it needs more. So we'll see what ends up happening, but I do think that as it stands, I should have enough to, like, I have enough plotted out using that book to get me through NaNoWriMo. But of course, along the way, as I am, you know, further developing my ideas for this story, I will continue going back to my outline and filling in, you know, further beats and plot points. But yes, so like I said, it's about 6:15 now. Greg will be home from work very soon, and when he gets here, it's time to play more Red Dead Redemption for the rest of the evening. There's something really fun about, like, what I've been doing is playing while he's at work so that I'm getting ahead in the storyline, and then he's not seeing that storyline, so then when he comes home from work and it's his turn to play, I'm not being like spoiled for the story because I've already played through most of it. So I get to watch him experience it for the first time, you know, already knowing what he's going to be doing. So it's a lot of fun. So I'm looking forward to him being home. I think that I'm going to probably make myself a little bit of dinner and tidy up around here, and then I will check in with you guys tomorrow on day 3. All right, see you later. Bye.